Hello children. We are finished with the lesson collectors. Do you recall? Yes, we have finished the lesson with collectors and we go to the poetry piece. And what is the poetry piece, children? Yes, have you seen it? The Village Schoolmaster. Fine. And it is by Oliver Goldsmith. And this is Oliver Goldsmith. Okay, children. What is this village schoolmaster? Who is the schoolmaster here? Yes, it should be Oliver's teacher. Fine. Let us see how was the schoolmaster. What type of person was he? You all enjoy your teachers, right? They are teaching. You admire few of them. And children, this is Oliver Goldsmith. Okay. Let us see more information about him. He was born on 10th November 1728 in the Kingdom of Ireland. He died on 4th April 1774 at the age of 45 years in London, England. Okay. Who was he? He was a playwright and a poet. Okay. What is his language used? Good. English. And he had finished his BA, Bachelor of Arts. And what was the literary movement? Fine. His literary movement was the club. And some of his notable works were The Deserted Village, The Good-Natured Man, She Stoops to Conquer. Okay, these are some of his notable works. Yes, children. Before going to the poem, I would like you all to read this. Shall we? Look at this. We all have a teacher we still think about. A teacher who gave us a chance to understand and enjoy a subject. We might have forgotten the lessons, but we will never forget the teacher. Do you forget, children? No, we don't. Is it not? We don't forget the teacher who has taught us. I do admire my teacher. How about you all? Yes, children, with this thought, let us listen to the poem. Okay, it is the third poem. And what is the poem? The Village Schoolmaster. Okay, it is taken from one of his notable work, that is The Deserted Village. Okay, and the poem is by Oliver Goldsmith. Yes, children, I want you all to open page number 65. Okay, so listen to the reading. Open your textbooks, page number 65. This is first language English. I hope all 9th standards children are hearing to me. Yes, children. Have you opened the page? And here it goes.
The Village Schoolmaster by Oliver Goldsmith. Beside yon straggling fence that skirts the way, with bosom firs unprofitably gay, there in his mansion, skilled to roll, the village master taught his little school. A man severe he was, and stern to view. I knew him well, and every trot knew. Well had the boding tremblers learned to trace the day's disasters and his morning face. Full well they laughed with counterfeited glee at all his jokes, for many a joke had he. Full well the busy whisper, circling round, conveyed the dismal tidings when he frowned. Yet he was kind, or if severe in aught, the love he bore to learning was in fault. The village all declared how much he knew. It was certain he could write and cipher too. Lands he could measure, terms and tides presage, and even the story ran that he could gauge. In arguing too, the person owned the skill, for even though vanquished, he could argue still. While words of learned length and thundering sound Amazed the gazing rustics ranged around, and still they gazed, and still the wonder grew, that one small head could carry all he knew.
Did you listen? How did you enjoy listening to it? Fine. I hear you all telling you enjoy listening. Yes, children. Did you admire the schoolmaster's qualities there? Is it? He was stern. You recall the reading? Yes. Most of the villagers admired him. Is it not? He was a knowledgeable man. Yes. And children, if you have understood, I think you found few of the words difficult to understand. Is it? Let's learn some new words. Children, the first one for you is straggle. What does straggle mean? Yes. Look at the sentence here. Keep up with the rest of us and don't straggle. You have two pictures. The first one is they are in group. They are asking the next group not to straggle. What does straggle mean? Yes, not to spread out. Yes. The next one. Straggling fence that skirts the way. What does skirt mean here? I hear most of you telling the skirt what you wear. But in this context, see what does it mean? Look at this picture. What is it? There's a fence and the fence is covered with bushes, the creepers, the small plants, flowering plants. Okay? Yes, it means skirts means goes around. Straggling fence that skirts the way. Skirts means that which goes around. Okay, children. Next one, furze. What does furze mean? Grass. Good. Furze means grass. Next one, truant. I think few of you will be wondering, what is truant? We found it. Yes, this unfamiliar word. But we would have used it as well. You would have heard your teacher using it. What is truant here? Look at the sentence, children. Because my son was angry with his teachers, he decided he was going to be a truant and skip school all week. What does truant mean? Yes, a pupil who stays away from school without leave or explanation. Teacher keeps on asking, hey, where is he? Why is he not come? There is no leave letter from anyone. Okay, from his parents or relatives or friends. Nobody to tell what happened. Where is he? He is absconding. Okay, you call the person who without leave or explanation stays away from school as a truant. Yes, and the next one, children, counterfeited glee. What does counterfeited glee mean? The pretentious laughter even if the students don't feel like laughing. Okay, why? Headmaster used to crack jokes. Some jokes were not worthy like laughing from your heart. So the children used to pretend like laughing, but they usually did not feel like laughing. Okay. Next one, cipher. What is cipher? Yes, cipher means it's code or a secret message. Look at the sentence, children. The message was written in cipher. Aruna could not read it. Look at this message. Can any one of you read it? No, you are not following. Okay. Cipher means it's a coded message. It's a secret message. Yes, children. Presage. What does presage mean? Yes, by certain signs, we may presage the heats and rains. Don't we? Yes, when it is cloudy, when you see the dark clouds, you say, hey, it may rain any moment. Is it not? Yes, presage means we may foretell. Very good. Presage means foretell. When it is sunny, nobody would tell, hey, it is going to rain. Do you? No, we don't. Only when we see the dark clouds, we say, oh, it may rain. So, presage means foretell. Look at the next one, children. Rustics. What does rustics mean? Look at this picture. The villagers are working hard with devotion. All are into work. Okay. So, rustics means villagers. In this context, Rustics means villages.
The summary of the poem. The poem, The Village Schoolmaster by Oliver Goldsmith, is an extract from his famous poem, The Deserted Village. The word village in the title clearly suggests that the poem is set in a rural area, probably where the speaker lived. The poem portrays a realistic picture and the speaker's sentiments about a teacher. The schoolmaster presented in the poem might be the poet's teacher Thomas Byne. The poem is about the characteristics of the schoolmaster who is respected by all the villagers due to his knowledge and interest in reading. It also talks about how things could change in the course of time, a kind of looking back at past.
Okay, children. So, if you have understood these words and you have listened to the poem, have you not? Yes, children. Shall we recall how was the village schoolmaster? Yes, and here it goes. For comprehension, I have got a set of questions. Shall we try to answer so that we can have a summary of the poem as well? Yes, children, here it goes. Write the character sketch of the village schoolmaster. One by one, the village schoolmaster was a strict disciplinarian. Okay, he was a man with a stern appearance. He would always crack jokes and his mood was evident by his facial expressions. Yes, everybody was aware of his mood by these facial expressions. Has it not? We also do it in the classroom, don't we? Yes, we do it. And children, he was kind-hearted and had an immense joy for learning. He was good in math and geometry. Fine. And he had good skills in arguing his point of view. Is it not? Yes. Don't we find it in our school teachers as well? Yes. Sometimes we see our teachers with stern appearance, very strict. Okay. We find most of the headmasters, PT teachers as well as few of our teachers to be strict disciplinarian. He is disciplined. He tells you also to be disciplined, to follow rules and regulations. Fine? Yes. And this village schoolmaster was also of the same time. Is it not? Most of us, what do? We see the facial expression of our teacher and then we know. We also tend to tell our friends, hey, madam is looking angry today, didn't she? Is it not? She is not responding to us. Okay? Fine. Children, and look at the next question here. What made the villagers wonder at the schoolmaster? Okay, why did the villagers wonder at the schoolmaster? What qualities had he that made the villagers wonder? Children, see this. The villagers admired the skills of the schoolmaster. What was the skill? He could read and calculate. Yes, and apart from this, he was skilled in predicting weather patterns and tides. He could tell whether it would rain or it would be sunny. Okay, he could predict about the tides, children. And he was also an accurate surveyor. Exactly, he could survey. Okay, he could measure the fields. Who could determine borders easily. Okay, children, and he was able to debate intelligently. Any debate, any topic given, intelligently he used to speak about that. Okay, that is why the villagers found the schoolmaster very charming person. Good. Yes, they all admired his skills, right? We also admire our teachers, right? Sometimes. Yes, not sometimes, most of the times. Yes, one instance, children. Whatever the teacher tells is Veda to them. What is Veda? Whatever the teacher tells, it is correct. The teacher never goes wrong. That is how the little tiny tots treat the teacher. The same thing told at home, they never tend to listen. Okay, the same mistake corrected at home, they say, no, my teacher has said this and this is correct. See, that is the intensity of the students, the little children. Fine. So, this villagers also here, They admired the schoolmaster for all these admirable qualities in him. Yes, children. And next one, how did the students adapt themselves to the varying moods of the schoolmaster? Okay, the schoolmaster's mood would fluctuate. And how did the students adapt to this? Yes, the students were afraid of the schoolmaster. No doubt they were afraid of him because he was a strict disciplinarian. Okay, yes, he was stern sometimes. They were sufficiently clever. Who? The students. Why? They could assess from his face whether they could bring misfortune or not. And next, the children laughed at his jokes with pretended joy. They exactly did not laugh. They used to pretend that they were laughing. Okay. And next, if they noticed any sign of anger on his face, what did they do? They would spread the news throughout the classroom. Yes. So, this is how the children adapted themselves to the varying moods of the schoolmaster. Yes, children, if you have understood this, you have comprehended. Okay, I want you to read the poem once again and recall all these comprehension points. Okay, children. And children, here on the grammar, I would like to take up the rhyming scheme today. Have you heard of rhyming words? Yes. You are taught there in 8th standard. You have been learning rhyming words in the lower classes as well as 8th standard. Is it not? So, you are aware of the rhyming words. What is this rhyme scheme now? Shall we have an example? Look at this example. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Yes, somebody repeating there. How I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Children, I want you to notice the last words. Yes, I have highlighted it in different colors. Star, R. How do they sound? Same. And I have written A. Okay, the rhyming pattern here is star and R, they sound the same rhyming. It is A. Okay, up above the world so high. So, high will not rhyme with star and R, is it not? No. B. Okay, as star, R rhyme together, A. High and sky go together, it is B. So, what is the rhyme scheme here? A, B, B. Okay, children. And the next I want you all to know what is a couplet. What's a couplet? Aware of it? A couplet is a pair of successive lines of meter in poetry. Okay. And these successive lines, they rhyme and have the same meter. Children, notice this example. Nature puts on little shows every time it rains or snows. Okay. The rhyme scheme is very good. A. Why is it A and A? Shows, snows. Okay. Fine, children. I want you to have a look at this. Couplet is a pair of successive lines. A pair. So, you find a pair of successive lines. Okay. They have a meter. What is the meter? Look at the next slide now. What is a meter here? Children, a meter is a basic rhythmic structure. It consists of two components. What are the two components? The number of syllables and a pattern of emphasis on those syllables. Have this in mind. Meter is a basic rhythmic structure. Okay, and it consists of two components. The number of syllables and the pattern of emphasis of those syllables. Children, I want you all to have a look at this line. I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree. Okay, I said the purple words, they are syllables. Okay, the purple words are stressed. Okay, you know what is a stressed syllable, right? Yes, children, and they have got a regular pattern. I want you to all have a look at the first one. I, how many syllable? One syllable. Think, one syllable again. So, totally two syllables. Okay. That, one syllable. I, one syllable. Shall, one syllable. never, never, 2 syllables. Okay. See, 1 syllable. So, totally how many syllables in the first line? Good. There are 8 syllables in the first line. Go to the next one now. 1 syllable, poem, 2 syllables. So, totally 3, lovely, lovely. Okay. 5 totally, as, 1 syllable, 1 syllable, tree. Okay. The second line has also got 8 syllables. Okay. And this is the basic rhythmic structure. Okay. And this is what you call a meter, where they have got the same number of syllables. Okay. These 2 lines have got the same number of syllables, 8 and 8 syllables. Fine, children? Yes. The pattern of the, that is what I said, the number of syllables first and a pattern of emphasis on those syllables. This is what you call it as a meter. Yes, children. And I want you all to have a look at this. In your poem, I have taken the second stanza. A man severe he was and stern to view. I knew him well and every truant knew. You remember the meaning of truant? Yes. Without any notice, without any clue, without any apologies, he escapes. Fine? Yes. And well, had the boding tremblers learned to trace the day's disasters and his morning face. Okay. I want you all to have a look at the rhyming words. What are the rhyming words there? View, knew. Do they sound the same? Yes. So, these 2 are rhyming words. The rhyming scheme is, yes, we will have a look at it later. Trace, face. They sound the same? Yes. And let us look at the number of syllables, children. Shall we try? We all will try. The first one, good, count, 1 syllable, man, 1 syllable again, severe, 2 syllables, he, again 1, was, and, stern, to, view. So, totally how many syllables here? 10 syllables. Okay. Go to the next line, children, now. Yes. I knew. I, count all of you. I knew him well and every, very good, 2 syllable, every, truant, truant. Okay. Knew. How many syllables? Good. 10 syllables. First one also had 10. The next one also has 10. Yes, children. Quickly to the third line. Count. Well had the boarding. ING is different. Okay. The next syllable. Tremblers. Tremblers. Learned. It's 1 word. 1 syllable. 2. Trace. So, totally how many? 10. The last line will also have 10. Do it slowly. Okay. So, this you call it as meter. Fine. Here, children, I want you all to identify the rhyming scheme in this stanza. This is a different poem. Okay. Tell me not in mournful numbers, life is but an empty dream. For the soul is dead that slumbers, and things are not what they seem. Life is real, life is earnest, and the grave is not its goal. Dust thou art, to dust returnest, was not spoken of the soul. Not enjoyment and not sorrow is our destined end or way, but to act that each tomorrow find us farther than today. Art is long and time is fleeting, and our hearts, though stout and brave, still like muffled drums are beating funeral marches to the grave. Yes, children, I have highlighted the rhyming words for you. Shall we check? Tell me not in mournful numbers. The next one is dream. Do they rhyme? No. Numbers, dream? No. But what rhymes with numbers? Good. Slumbers. So, the first one is yay. Okay. Look at the rhyming scheme. Dream, it's different. it doesn't rhyme with numbers. So, it is B. Very good. Next one, slumbers rhymes with the first one. So, it is A. And seem, dream, seem, they rhyme together. Look at the rhyming scheme, A, B, A, B. The next one, earnest, returnest. Okay. So, A, goal and soul, B, B. So, it is A, B, A, B, A, B, A, B, children. And the next one, what is it? Yes, sorrow, way, don't rhyme, but tomorrow rhymes with sorrow. Okay, way rhymes with today. See the rhyming scheme, A, B and A, B. Next children, fleeting, brave, they don't rhyme. Fleeting rhymes with beating, brave and grave, they rhyme. Yes children, they rhyme. Children, to work more, I have given you to work in home assignment on this rhyming scheme and yes, on the pattern, on the meters. Work, it is interesting, right? And here's home assignment for you children. You have to write a summary of the poem in your own words. Okay. Next one, would you consider the village schoolmaster an ideal teacher in the present context? Okay. If you say yes, you have to write why. If you say no also, you have to write why. Okay. You cannot just escape telling yes and no. Next children, what are the abilities or qualities of the teacher whom you like most in your school? We all like few teachers in the school, right? Yes. And why do you like them? What are the qualities you like in them? Okay. So, you will list out. And children, the last one, identify the rhyming scheme in the poem. The poem, The Village Schoolmaster, you are going to identify the rhyming scheme. So, did you follow children? Yes children, if you have followed, kindly read the poem once again. Okay. Take multiple readings so that you understand better. Yes children, work on the exercise, home assignments given, also work on the exercise questions given in your textbook. Hope you all will do it. Thank you all children. Stay home, stay safe. Thank you children.